Seguimos en FutureCon 2015, terminando la cobertura del congreso que se celebraba este año en Sao Paulo, y vamos a estar hablando de Big Data para saber qué están haciendo los operadores o qué perspectivas hay a futuro con respecto a este tipo de soluciones en Latinoamérica y en el mundo. Wagner, welcome to telesemana.com.
Okay, thank you for the invitation to be here,
You're
sharing
welcome.
a little bit of my knowledge about this issue.
Excellent. So tell us what the operators are doing with big data from your perspective, because usually they've been using big data to just know the user to send them advertising. But are the operators doing something more than just advertising?
Yeah. I think the main possibility to use big data within the operation of an operator, we can divide in three main areas for improve their process, and to the development of new business in marketing area, and to optimize the investment in the infrastructure, the network infrastructure. I think these three areas are the main possibilities to invest and to get return in the short and medium term.
Okay, which of the three you think the operators are more interested in? Maximizing their processes for infrastructure investment?
To get better in terms of efficiency, the process, yeah?
You think that's the main one?
Yeah, no, it's not the main one. I think it's the core business of the operators is communication. So the core of the in terms to provide a better experience to the user is to have a good quality of the network infrastructure. In terms of the basic, but in order to achieve that, I think this is the main point that all operators are working on. But after that, what we can build is that improve the efficiency of the process, and then create new business.
Okay.
We have different kinds of potential possibilities, potential business that we can, the operators can offer for us. Location-based advertising, like you told me, use case. But if I want, even a simple new service like to offer you a better plan when you are reaching the limit of your plan, yeah. So I have to work with the whole stack of the business. I have to monitor in real time the consuming of the data in the infrastructure. I have to adapt the process in order to how I can manage and offer to Wagner or anyone else a better plan, and how I can bill for this service. How can I charge for this service? So the whole company has been to restructure it in order to explore the real potential of big data. To work in one specific issue is not enough to get the ROI, yeah?
Okay, how do you deal with the operators when they have so much data, and that data is divided between different departments? So you have the network operations, and then you have the IT guys, and then you have a marketing team, and obviously you are saying that your solution can address the needs of the different departments.
Yeah.
So how do you go to the operator and make sure that the three departments are there to talk to you, so they can actually implement this? Because I think this is one of the big barriers.
Yeah. Mainly culturally,
exactly.
Because marketing has, I think today, one approach. IT will be a very different kind of department in the soon future for providing big data support, analysis support.
Okay, it'd be important.
Yeah, it's very important. Because, but this cannot be separately. We have, in order to work with big data, we have multidisciplinary skills where marketing team, sales team, the IT guys have to work together in order to solve very important problems to the operator. Yeah, okay. I think the main point of failure in big data projects is that we have so many data to work on, and there is no focus in the business result.
Okay.
So focus in a specific business case, considering, for example, the forecast or the roadmap of evolution, the marketing strategy, the necessity of to improve the network infrastructure, and then with this knowledge, how we can make one solution that can be transversal to different areas of the operators. But it's one business solution for that, but they have to work together. It's completely different. So our difficulty in this the sales process, the sales approach, is that how we can define a business case that is very relevant, compelling one. Yeah, because of the cost, because of the complexity and time to develop this kind of information.
Now, many people say that one of the things that the operators are lacking is a figure of somebody who knows data. Yeah. Like usually you were saying IT departments will be very important in the future. Yeah. And they say a scientist of data would be very important in the operators to actually take care of this data and decide how to use this data. Do you think that operators probably culturally need to develop this figure of somebody who would actually be responsible for the data? So instead of going one department at a time, you would have somebody overseeing the whole data for the whole infrastructure or the whole operation.
I think it's a little bit it's bigger than that.
Like they call that figure the chief data officer.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. But we have different kind of challenges to make this feasible and useful to the company, because one person or one group of people with these skills is not enough. Yeah.
Okay.
It will not solve the problem if culturally the leaders of the operators do not understand what kind of problem we have to solve, we can solve. We can make a digital transformation if we look to the data, the stream of data that is flowing in our infrastructure, and create new business and improve our operation, efficiency of our operation. But this requires data scientists working together besides of marketing and sales people, business people, and the leaders has to take risk. There is no free lunch in this challenge area. So I have to multidisciplinary working group, IT, data scientists, business guys, and the leaders, the main leaders, has to be very aligned with the business focus and the business result to be reached in each quarter, for example, each year, in the next year, the soon future of the company. So this view and focus in one vision, where the operator has to want to reach, what critical problem they want to solve, has to be worked and integrated with the team, this team. So there is no one group of people, data scientists, that will solve that. Okay. No, it's much complex, much more complex about that. And considering our experience, for example, in terms of to provide one geospatial big data solution to the operators, we see that they are not prepared to explore, not only because we lack this kind of professionals, but they have a very privacy and security issues related to their data. So all solution has supposed to be deployed on premise in their data center. Okay. But we do not have cloud computing management tools. Okay. So I want to for example, provisioning 200 servers. The effort for that, 100 servers, just to store the data and make the processing, but this can take, for example, 1-2 months. It's not possible. Now we have to take care, for example, in the IT side, cloud computing management tools for development operation, like we have in Amazon and software.
But the operators are trying to implement NFV and SDN.
Yeah.
So probably that would help in that regard?
Of course, yeah. Okay. It will. But it's not prepared as well. Yeah.
Not to,
and because this will be the base to create sandbox of experiment with different kind of team, multidisciplinary team, to make experiment, simulation, analysis. So data scientist, business guy, IT guy, and one infrastructure, a 5-people team. It's very small but fast. You can just create a new instance of the network or of the infrastructure, make a simulation, load the data, make the transformation, and try to get some analysis result. And this lean process has to, I think, is maybe a long-term vision that operator has to reach, because the digital companies, they are prepared for that.
Yeah.
Netflix, Uber, they born this way. Yeah. So you can create new business, but a small team of people with the right proper skill, but with the right and proper tools to apply the knowledge and make simulation and analysis. We do not have the right answer for solve a specific problem. We have to experiment. But if this is too complex, very expensive, it's not possible.
So what's the solution?
To develop this, okay, you have to have open-minded and understand the requirements for that. Work with this. It's not bigger teams. The right people working on this issue, but you have to be prepared for that.
But it seems you're recommending
to create a private cloud computing, for example. Yeah, but it's in terms of efficiency, it's a very agile. Yeah, I can just provision a new cluster in 10 minutes, 30 minutes. You have to invest that.
But one of the things you were saying is that operators need to test. They need to play with the solution.
Yeah.
Does that mean that they need to create like a lab for this, or an environment they can actually use for testing purposes? Or would they be able to go to companies like yours and test it with you?
Yeah, I think it will have both configuration. Yeah.
Okay.
The company has to have their team. Itself. But they have complementary skills that they can hire from the market. Yeah.
Okay.
Like we, Godil and 3D System, we are developing geospatial big data solution to telecommunication companies. Yeah. And we can supply not only tools but knowledge, how to work with geospatial data.
Okay.
And 3D System has a great knowledge about market intelligence, what they need, and we have a strong knowledge about how to implement and explore our geospatial technology prepared for native cloud computing. We developed it for that, and to create solutions, for example, for market intelligence. You want to improve your ARPU, yeah?
All operators want to.
Yeah, all of them. How? Increasing the ARPU of prepaid or postpaid plans, but it's the red, blue, ocean. So why not to sell bundles? All of them are working on that. We have developed here and launched here in FutureCom.
FutureCom.
Yeah, really? Yeah, yesterday. A tool that combines transactional data about CRM and receipt of the users with social demographic, with availability of infrastructure of the company and their competitors, crossing with market share, and just suggesting the best 10 place cities or states, I don't know, different granularity, where a specific composition of bundles is supposed to be very successful in terms of sell. We have high potential of users and high quality of infrastructure, and we have now an indicator that we called golden cluster, and you can choose the best seed that can fit with a specific configuration, economic or premium bundle with a specific technology, TV, internet, mobile phone, landline, etc. So this kind of solution we can provide, but I think it's a knowledge complementary that the operators already have. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Well, thank you so much for being here today with us and telling us about your views on big data.
Yeah.
Thank you.